Good evening, and welcome to St. Martin News Desk. I am Jasenia Lasser. We have an eventful lineup tonight, including updates on public safety, community initiatives, and an Olympic triumph. Let's dive into the headlines for August 5th, 2024.
Police were in a challenging situation on Sunday evening in the Dutch Quarter District when a group of residents started destroying public property and blocking roads just after 10 p.m. Shots were fired at Marines and police officers as they worked to regain control. Reporter Andrew Dick was on the scene and will provide us with more details on how the situation was managed.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Just to give you an update as to what is going on. So earlier today, they had a situation just about after 10 o'clock where the police was notified that in the Dutch Quarter District, number of old vehicles were placed in front to block the road on the Belvedere side and on the Dutch Quarter side as far as the entrance before you reach the Sorting Us. Right now we are at the head. Before you go into deep inside of the Dutch Quarter District, and the police have been dealing with a big situation. It's like some type of resistance that was organized. The reason as to why it happened is a bit unclear. However, several arrests has been made from what we understand. Now, we have the police spokesman on call here, and that is Mr. Josefa. We're going to speak to him there quickly. Mr. Josefa, good day.
Morning.
Morning. Good. So, tell us a little bit the police response to this. What has been happening so far?
Yeah, this evening during some controls in Dutch Quarter, we end up in a issue whereby we were removing certain scooters and checking on the block, which end up into a whole problem whereby these decided to light some vehicles afire and destroy a couple of the police cars and injure some of the Marines. We retreat came back, and trying to get this under control. And at this moment now, finally, we got the situation mostly under control. Now, the prosecutor's office is also involved, so this is something that we're going to take care of now, and then for sure, during the next couple of days or something, we're going to tackle it.
Now, as far as the investigation is concerned, or what we know so far about the situation, a number of persons have been arrested, and as to the reason, you could say because of the controls that is happening, that's why there was more of a response to it.
This is something that we're still investigating, but this is the direction we are looking at most likely, yes.
What do you say to those out there, because the message is clear, stop the controls?
Now, general safety is our task. There is no turning back in this. We have to control these issues. We are coming into an election period. We're having a problem with gun violence. The only way we are going to solve this problem is dealing with it in this manner. And this is not going to be the first, for sure, definitely not the last. We're going to regroup with the Marines again, plan it out, and again, we're going to go at it. And this is something we're going to keep ahead doing for the next upcoming period.
We do know that at least one Marine was hurt. Were there any other injuries as far as the personnel is concerned?
No, one of the vehicles was completely damaged and burnt also. Some of the stuff was also taken from one of the police vehicles, and another vehicle window was smashed with most likely a stone.
How different is this to, let's say, a protest on the French side? I know that the Dutch side does have different rules. Maybe if you could go into that fact.
I think right now is not the way to go. There's not a time for it. I think this is something we have to explain on a different setting.
Okay, dealing with it now.
The Police Force of St. Martin, KPSM, has announced the arrest of immigration officer personnel on Sunday, August 4th, 2024, related to an assault incident from July 25th, 2024. The assault occurred near a business on the boardwalk in Phillipsburg. These arrests are part of an ongoing investigation. Detectives are actively pursuing leads and collecting evidence to ensure a thorough resolution to the case. KPSM reaffirms its commitment to upholding the rule of law and protecting the community. Updates will follow as the investigation progresses.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
In more police news, 2 masked men on a bike robbed the supermarket in Simpsonbay on Saturday night. This marks the 3rd robbery at this establishment within a month. The men made off with an undisclosed amount of cash. Supermarket management has voiced frustration over the rise in robberies and is calling on authorities to step up measures to address the issue.
Utilities company GEBE has provided an update on the installation of the containerized generators. In a Facebook message on Thursday, GEBE reported that its team have been working diligently to keep the project on track. The containers and tanks are now securely in place and grounded, with cables connected and transformers being tested. Synchronization of the generators is expected to begin in the coming days.
St. Lucia is celebrating as Sprint Queen Julian Alfred won the gold medal at the 100 meters at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre praised Alfred for her outstanding achievement and the pride she has brought to the nation. We now turn to Winners TV in St. Lucia for more on the historic victory.
The Prime Minister of St. Lucia, we just witnessed Julian Alfred winning a gold medal for St. Lucia. Just tell me, what does this mean?
And really, it's a very emotional time for me. St. Lucia at the top of the game in a 100-meter women's final. Never happened before. I'm too proud. Can't express what I have to say. All I can say is I am so happy. I'm so happy for our country. I'm so happy for Julian Alfred. I hope her discipline and her principle and her persistence can filter into the rest of the society, and we can use her as a model. She is a model. I'm so proud. I'm lost for words. I'm really lost for words. From the beginning, she was on, and I knew she would have made it. I'm so proud. I'm so happy.
You seem like you have a lot to
Not forget to let them know that you as Prime Minister decided you are allocating $250,000 to this athlete. $250,000 to one athlete, and today she has made the whole country proud. I'm proud of you, Prime Minister.
Now just tell me, today, August 3rd, will be remembered as the day Julian Alfred brought home the gold.
In fact, we should call today the Julian Alfred Day.
Yes, we should. We should actually.
And if today was not Saturday, who knows? I may have to get a holiday.
It should be a holiday.
Think about it. But thank you very much for what you do. Winners, thanks a lot. Let's keep St. Lucia, let's keep our flag flying, and let's stay at the top of our game. I'm so proud. I'm so happy to be at St. Lucia. We are at the right place at the right time. St. Lucia is on the crux of greatness.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister. Thank you.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hi, darling. I'm
Fine. Just calling to say hi. Oh, okay. We got over here.
girl.
I here watching this movie and it. But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl.
Talem has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package. Is that so?
Guess what?
I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price. I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you have Talem new postpaid plans?
Prime Minister Luc Marcelina recently addressed the nation with a call for non-violence. He announced that Dutch Marines are on the island to assist the police with special operations aimed at removing guns from the streets. Let's go to Prime Minister Marcelina for more details on these important measures.
My dear people of St. Martin, today I stand before you with a heavy heart to address a grave and tragic event that has shaken our community to its core. Last evening, starting in the Kupukoi area, an act of violence was committed against the leader of the Coalition Movement for Change in the name of Mr. Olivier Arendel and his family. At noon today, I met with the public prosecutor, management of GEBE, the police department of St. Martin, the VDSM being the National Security Service, and the Minister of Justice, Lyndon Lewis, and also the President of Parliament, MP Sarah Westcott-Williams, to get a full debrief and discussion regarding the most recent developments. Mr. Arendel was ambushed by gunmen who fired upon him and his family. Tragically, Mrs. Arendel's wife Sabine was fatally wounded in the attack and has passed away. This brutal act of violence also saw Mr. Arendel himself suffer a gunshot wound, though I am relieved to report that his injuries were not life-threatening and he was released from the St. Martin Medical Center earlier this morning. Their young daughter, who was also in the vehicle at the time, has been left to endure this unimaginable trauma. Additionally, another individual in the name of Mr. Lawrence Lake was also shot in this incident, and I was informed he underwent surgery this morning. His condition is completely stable at this particular moment. This is a dark day for our nation. An attack on any citizen is an attack on all of us. Our hearts go out to Mr. Arendel, his family, and the loved ones of Sabine, who lost her life in such a senseless act. We share in their grief and offer our deepest condolences during this time of profound sorrow. The authorities are diligently working to investigate this horrific crime. At this stage, there is no indication that this has been politically motivated, and the investigation's conclusion will determine what has been the exact motivation. I assure you that we will leave no stone unturned in our pursuit of justice. The police are actively seeking those responsible for this act, and they will be held accountable for their actions. We will ensure that such acts of violence are met with the full force of the law. As your Prime Minister, I want to explicitly state that violence has no place in our political discourse and no place in our society. We must stand united against hatred and division and work together to build a peaceful and prosperous future for our citizens. My young people and young citizens of St. Martin, especially you, in these challenging times, it's crucial for each of us, especially you, the future of our country, to uphold the principles that form the bedrock of our democracy, being respect for authority, understanding, and tolerance. Violence and hatred have no place in our community or no political discussions. As young people, you have the power to influence change by promoting peace, showing empathy, and respecting diverse opinions. By doing so, you can help build a safer and more harmonious St. Martin for everyone. Remember, our strength lies in being unified. By practicing tolerance and understanding in your daily interactions, you contribute to a culture of peace and mutual respect. Together, we can create a brighter and more inclusive St. Martin where every citizen feels valued and heard. So today, I call upon all leaders, political parties and citizens to come together in solidarity. Let us condemn this act of violence and renew our commitment to maintaining peace and order in our beloved St. Martin. Now, more than ever, we must demonstrate our resilience and our resolve to protect the values we hold dear. As your Prime Minister with my government, I have a responsibility to be the guardian of your security and safety and will do everything in my power to ensure that that happens. Within the short term, more support will be on the ground as the first step to ensuring our national security. This was decided since last week Friday to be implemented. Thank you, and may we find the strength and unity to overcome this tragedy together. May God bless and protect our people and our country.
That's all for tonight's edition of St. Martin News Desk. Thank you for joining us. Remember, you can catch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TV 15 and through our social media platforms. I'm also Lawrence. Have a great evening.